Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you part 2 of the replay between Carrain and Argos here on Steps of War. We do have a large army of roaches and 2 Hydralisks also moving in, trying to take down Argos Zenith. Argos Zenith currently has only 1 queen left and 8 roaches with 2 spine crawlers. Will it be enough to hold off this attack? I'm not sure, as these roaches continue to fight back and forth. Roaches now sniping down, able to take down more and more of these spine crawlers. And while these roaches are just melting away production-wise, only 8 more roaches coming in, and we're also getting the movement speed for the tunneling claws. Roaches finally moving in, trying to take down, and we have a burrow, a great timed burrow here, and now it's gonna time to play whack-a-mole as more and more roaches come in. So roaches are gonna go ahead and burrow and then pop back up, and I guess try to fight as more and more of these roaches are coming back in. And is it going to be enough? Argos Zenith with currently 4 roaches currently trying to burrow. Are they going to pop back up in just a second? Will they be able to fight enough? No, what are these roaches doing? The roaches are now moving out, getting regrouped, and now going to start fighting over here. We do not have a hatchery anymore. So the hatchery has been taken down. Broodlings now coming in, and these roaches are just getting torn apart here. So the army of Carrain now getting very much destroyed. The roaches need to start burrowing. Oh, a beautiful burrow there on some low hit point roaches. 1 low hit point roach getting taken down though. So these last couple roaches are over here. Argos is being revealed, but this last roach trying to scamper away. More of these roaches are now being healed back up. Now we currently have some roaches over here, and what did I miss? Oh my gosh, I missed a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna pause. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, I paused and I rewound the game just a little bit. As these roaches were moving out, there was a large swarm of Zerglings moving into the base of Carrain. So Carrain lost one of these Hydralisks, and now with all of these units over here, going to lose a lot of these drones. So this is why it became some sort of a base race, as the Zerglings were just running through, taking down so many of these drones over here. The roaches, on the other hand, were trying to win with a stronger army here, continuing to push, able to take down this side over here. But the Zerglings able to deal so much damage. There were some more Hydralisks here, and now able to continue to push over here. So Zerglings able to take down more and more of these Hydralisk drones, being forced to fight back, and you can see how quickly some of these drones were just taken down by the attack of these Zerglings. So these 6 Zerglings able to just simply clean up this whole entire attack over here. So both sides really were unable to mine any further. Carrain does have 800 minerals at this stage in the game, and will be able to train up more and more units and try to get a stronger economy going. Back over here, we do have Argos Zenith now just starting to burrow and starting to play whack-a-mole. Argos Zenith fighting against this layer over here. If he's able to take down this layer, he may be able to win, as Argos Zenith does not have enough minerals to do any additional mining. So in come these roaches, but really the beautiful micro of Argos Zenith was able to take down a lot of these roaches in transition, and also burrow any low hit point roach in a matter of a second just to save them up. So you can see these 2 roaches being burrowed, trying to save them up over here. So Argos Zenith now no longer has any additional minerals, but Carrain now in a little bit of trouble as well, as he's going to be forced to try to mine and come back into this game. And this is where I unpause the game, as these roaches now moving across the map. Will it be enough to deal? Will there be enough roaches to fight back here? So now roaches going to start now burrowing. So the burrowed roaches now are going to be able to run up this ramp. I do not see any overseer cocoons now being morphed in, as there's not enough gas. You can already see Carrain now trying to get the overseer cocoon, as these roaches, I'm not quite sure why they're just sitting here. Oh, waiting for the drones. So the drones are going to go ahead and join in on this fight. So Argos Zenith now doing an all-ditch attack here. Massive amounts of drones, 19 drones along with some of these roaches, and they're going to try to continue to push forward here. Drones now fighting back. There is 1 overseer, but the army-wise, there's just too many units from Argos Zenith. Argos Zenith able to just continue to do a lot of bit of pressure. There are a lot of drones continuing to fight those drones. However, a little bit slower than those roaches, so those roaches unable to kite those units. But these roaches now burrowing. Great job by Argos Zenith, trying to make sure to keep every single one, and now moving another group of drones over here to try to intercept and cut off more of these units. So more fighting back and forth. A lot of these roaches taking so much damage, and I believe Argos Zenith will be able to come out ahead. There are only 2 roaches left here. With these 2 roaches left, there is 1 roach warren and 2 extractors and a spawning pool. That spawning pool and this the roach warden will not start to bleed to death because there is one creep tumor which will continue to generate creep, but this spawning pool will eventually bleed to death over here as this roach now running back. There is a couple drones and a couple roaches continuing to fight here, and more of these drones here, and I believe that's gonna be GG as these last two roaches by Carrain not gonna be able to do enough. So wow, interesting and great game here by Argos between Carrain. Let me try to recap as I did miss a lot. Now, Argos Zenith fighting against Carrain, Zerg versus Zerg battle very early on. Argos opened up with I believe a 7 spawning pool. That 7 spawning pool opened up for a very, very heavy harassment on Carrain early in the game. Carrain did a great job, was constantly able to hold off the attack for quite some time and also use queens to hold off the attack. But eventually the game evolved into tier 2 and Argos Zenith with his burrowed roaches was able to stay in the game, and that's all it was. Burrowed roaches constantly regenerating their hit points, and because Carrain did not research burrow, he was unable to burrow those low hit point roaches and he was forced to lose them. So in a war of attrition, Argos, because he had the micro, was able to constantly burrow his roaches, let them fully regen, and then pop them back up. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 1v1 replay between Argos Zenith and Carrain here on Steps of War.